You choking this week? Is that the deal?
I'm biting my nails.
Okay. Hey everybody, welcome to Static Show. This is Bob.
Hey everyone, this is Miles with Static Radio.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
How about that? Yeah.
How about them apples?
You like apples?
You sound a little down this week, Miles.
I'm not down. I've had a really long, full couple of days.
Oh, okay. That's
Uh,
unusual for you to have anything long and full.
Son of a bitch.
You know what's long and full of semen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
you just sound a little bit off your game here is all.
No, I've been doing a lot of driving here the last few days. So,
so what would be Miles Title's driving, jam? What would you be playing on your drive?
Oh, I did one earlier this year where I was had like this compilation CD my son had burned for me a while back, and I was listening to
like a decade ago for a burned CD or more.
Yeah, I think I was listening to Everyone's Working for the Weekend over and over.
I had my in-car turntable going, and we were trying to drive really slowly so we didn't have any bumps.
Yeah. No, only Elvis Presley had that. So
you were listening to Loverboy?
On an earlier trip this year, I was listening to that on repeat. Yeah.
What about on this trip?
We haven't really had a lot of music on this trip. It's been a lot of talk. Yeah.
You talked. Wow, hey.
Oh, nice talking.
We gotta get the tuck pointing done this year. I think we'll try to do that in the spring. What do you think?
Tuck pointing, yeah. I'd like to see anyone from my family try tuck pointing. Yeah, I don't think no one has ever done that or attempted it. Yeah.
Do you even know what it is? There's not a lot of brick houses up there, is there? You know how brick house?
No.
Okay. There's a lot of brick houses down here, so
that's just women.
I had to tuck point my house one time.
Come on, you blew over my joke like that? Come on.
Yeah, no, she's a brick house. Mighty.
So let's all hang out.
I had to tuck point my house one year. It's not cheap.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I know.
I had a 2-story brick house a long time ago now.
Yeah.
And I had to get tuck pointed.
Yeah. Is that the one where you could look through the floorboards down to the basement? Was that the one?
That was a rental.
Oh, because that one really had me scared. You really shouldn't be able to look at the ground and see the basement from
Yeah, that was one of our rentals that we were at for a while.
That seemed extremely dangerous,
Well, no, it was all solid. It just had some holes in the floor.
Yeah, well, that's
probably the landlord was probably a guy like you trying to do, upskirts or something. I knock out $5 a month for these holes in the floor.
Yeah, that's my style, upskirting.
Yeah, that's you. In your wife beater, chewing on a cigar. Okay, $10. $10. You
I'll do
look
that
like
tuck
you wear a
pointing.
lot of skirts.
Yes, the tuck pointing. Yeah.
So I traveled this weekend as well.
You
I
travel?
traveled, yes.
Yeah.
I was in the beautiful hometown of Mr. Brad Pitt. What are you doing
Didn't he?
now?
I was drinking some water. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I
I
thought
thought
I
he was
mentioned
like
Brad Pitt and you started getting all hot or something.
Woo, I'm getting the vapors. Woo.
I
Woo.
declare the
Woo.
hometown of Mr. Brad Pitt.
Don't say
Do,
Johnny
do you
Depp.
even know where I'm talking about? Do you know where his hometown is?
I thought he was like from Kentucky or something. Or
No, that's Johnny Depp. I know you're
you
in
know,
love with Johnny Depp, but
I admire him, but I'm not in love with
even
him.
more so that he got some woman to shit on his bed, and you're like, oh, hey, I would love to have that happen.
Hell yeah.
Be so crazy to shit on my bed. That would be fantastic.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah.
No. Brad Pitt is from Springfield, Missouri.
I didn't know that.
Really? Well, he was. Well, he is.
I didn't know.
He
I
still
thought
is
he was.
from there.
No, I didn't know that. Seriously, I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah, Springfield, Missouri. So
So you
I was
went to
down
his
in
hometown.
Springfield, which is much bigger. I haven't been there because of because of COVID and whatnot. I haven't been there
Yeah.
probably 6 years, maybe.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd been down there. It's grown. It's huge. It's much bigger
Yeah.
than it used to be. Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah.
just north of Branson. Branson's just
Oh,
crazy.
shit. See, I don't. See, I've never been to Branson though, so I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, it's gotten a lot bigger, and now they have I would say they have a homeless problem.
Oh no.
Yeah, because
Right.
I was down there and I was kind of on the main road there, which is called Glenstone.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear I must have saw a dozen, like 10 to 12 people begging when I was going out to dinner.
And you treated
and,
them all to a nice steak dinner.
and I was going down to get dinner at all the various stoplights. There was these people begging. Well, the road is super busy these days, much busier than it was last time I was there. And you literally cannot turn left. If you come out of someplace and you cannot turn left, I mean, there's just no way.
Wow. Yeah.
And even though it's built with they call them a suicide lane in the middle and everything.
Yeah.
You just can't do it. So I decided, well, I was spying, this guy cut through this gas station, and I'm like, hey, he must be local. He must know where he's going. So I follow him, and we cut through we cut through a gas station and like a Culver's and a Walmart parking lot, and we popped out at a light and was able to then turn left. I wanted to go get Whataburger.
You following the Duke boys around or something?
That's right. I'm like, there goes Uncle Jesse right there. Come on, boys, follow me.
Jesse didn't know what trouble he was getting into with those
Duke
boys.
Well, it is illegal to avoid cut through like that. But anyway, so
it is?
I'm following this. It is you're not supposed to be cutting through everybody's parking lots.
Oh shit! Oops, okay.
Yeah. So as I'm doing this, I'm like, I notice, I'm like, oh, there's the guy begging. There's a guy begging. There's another guy begging. There's like a family begging, and then I happened to notice this guy in a wheelchair who was begging at the entrance to the Walmart on the main, on one of the roads there, the side road to the Walmart. What's that?
Well played.
No, he's got his demo figured out. And
Did they have
a wheelchair? Huh?
Did anyone have signs or anything? Or
Oh yeah, they're like, need
please
food,
help. We'll do anything for
yeah,
food.
related to Miles' title. No one's taking
Yeah.
care of me. They all had some kind of piece of cardboard that was, written on with like a marker or blood or something.
Yeah.
And this guy in a wheelchair, and I cannot, panhandling is not. I'm not a trigger for me to give money.
You hate people to begin with, but then like
Yeah, the
panhandling would be
panhandling
like
is just
even
something. Yeah,
one of the
totally.
biggest sins against you that could
Right.
happen.
If you're
Would be,
panhandling me, you're panhandling the wrong
yeah.
guy. So
Yeah.
I'm just taking all this in because I'm like, gosh, Springfield has changed. I remember I was here
Right.
and went to like a Benihana knockoff last time, and it was all kind of neat and interesting.
Right.
And this time it's a little much of a downer. So I head on down Glenstone and I go to the Whataburger.
Yeah.
And have you ever been to Whataburger? You ever had a
No.
Whataburger? Oh, really?
No.
It's mostly from the South, Whataburger.
Yeah.
And I think this is probably one of the furthest north Whataburgers outside of Kansas City, because there was a guy who plays for the Chiefs who brought Whataburger to Kansas City. But anyway, I know you don't know about that because you're not a Chiefs fan. But
no, I'm not. Yeah.
so anyway, I go to get my Whataburger, and they're not really that busy because I'm late. I mean, I got out there late to get some food, and this poor woman running the drive-through was just having a hell of a time. It was like her first day or something. If it wasn't her first day, then she's an idiot because she could not do anything.
Right.
And nobody's helping her. I mean, much like the guy in the corner with the sign. And it was just a disaster. The food was great. Whataburger is a very good place to eat. But she just, what was your order? What was your order again?
Two pickles and fries.
You've never had to work fast food, have you?
No.
Yeah. So I can only imagine it would be what you would be doing if you would work fast food.
Yeah.
Because it's just tough to handle. So
yeah.
So I had waited, and it was a whole disaster. And then I could tell that the guy that was working with her was a jerk because he just kind of was letting it all happen. You know what I mean?
She sinks or she swims.
Yeah, he could have helped her, but he's just kind of standing there because he's the runner, because they had like 2 lanes going. And so he was running stuff out to people. Yeah, he was just letting her flounder. It was kind of bad.
Why they just let her be a runner?
I don't know. I mean, maybe that was her day to do. I don't know. Maybe she pulled short straw. She seemed like a nice young lady. I don't understand. But so I get my Whataburger and I'm heading back. I didn't eat it there. I got to the drive-through, so I was heading back to the hotel, and I was going to eat in my room.
Yeah,
and I'm like, well, okay, I don't have to go that convoluted route because I can just turn right into the parking lot.
Correct. Right.
And even though I had to go down from Whataburger and pull a Yui to get going the other way, but anyway, I'm going and driving along, and I'm like, motherfucker, there's the wheelchair guy pushing his wheelchair to another light. He's running with the wheelchair.
No, you are not even serious.
Yes, he was running. He was running, pushing the wheelchair, going to his next location for his begging.
Serious? Running with the wheelchair.
He was.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, that is why. He just it was confirmation as to why I don't give the beggars any money. And like, he's running down the road on the side of the road with his wheelchair. It's like, oh, Whataburger's having a sale. I got to get over there.
The Bert Convey concert's going to be out in just a few minutes. I better get down the road.
Better get down to the Bert Convey.
I think he's dead, isn't he? But
Yeah, he's been dead since like the
for
80s.
quite a while. Yeah, I couldn't think of anyone else. I don't know.
90s maybe, something like that.
The John Davidson show is getting out in just a few
Yeah,
minutes.
John Davidson. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I still have my hair. That's the name of
yeah,
his concert tour. John
right. Yeah,
Davidson. I still have my hair.
yeah,
So yeah, I was just like, what? These people. I mean, what a gimmick.
yeah.
Maybe think of you. I'm like, you
And
would
then
get a
like,
wheelchair
and
and
then like, you're going up to your room, and there's like the family that was begging like next to you,
yeah,
like going into their room, like, oh, who
yeah,
wants to go in the
counting a
pool,
bunch of
kids?
ones or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Counting money like a stripper out in the hallway.
They claim you can make a lot of money begging, though. I've heard that.
Apparently, I mean, you can buy a wheelchair. I don't know.
Tax free,
Yeah,
all
and
tax
then
free.
you go and you can run with it down the street, and
Couple
I don't
$100 a
know.
day, you know.
I'm like, this guy should get a rickshaw like on Seinfeld and maybe make
You
some
probably
more
make more
money.
money. Yeah, I was say make more money.
But yeah, it just confirmed my don't give money to beggars. I wish I could have took a picture or something, but it was like one of those,
yeah,
I'm like, got my Whataburger, I'm heading back,
yeah,
gonna eat,
yeah.
and I'm like, what is that the wheelchair guy running?
Who the? What the?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I'm just like, what a con artist.
Oh my
He's
gosh.
got his cardboard sign in the seat,
No,
I'm just like,
that's terrible, man. Why
it
would
was
people do
terrible. It was
that?
terrible. The funny thing is, so in my recent travels over the last few years,
Yeah,
that was probably the most beggars I've seen outside of San Francisco and New
yeah,
Orleans.
yeah.
Now, when I was in Hawaii, there was a bunch of people who were homeless, but none of them asked me for any money. I mean,
Now,
they're obviously homeless, but they weren't asking for money.
well, when you say they're obviously homeless, what does that
Mm-hmm.
mean? What are you trying to?
What does that mean? Is that, well, they looked
Well,
very disheveled and they
what's
were
the dead
standing.
giveaway? Like, oh, that guy is definitely homeless. What's the dead giveaway to this?
Yeah, they didn't look like Jimmy Buffett. They looked like.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I mean, when you're in a tourist area, it's pretty
Yeah.
obvious who's a local, who's a
Yeah.
tourist, and who's
Right.
homeless.
Okay. It sounds like some kind of game. Okay. These three
Local,
guys.
tourist, or homeless. Yeah.
Okay. There's $500 for this round. Which one? We'll go with the tall guy is the homeless. The
He's
short
the
guy is the
homeless
tourist.
one. They usually have different colored flip flops on.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
They look like they've only bathed in salt water.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Right. Okay. This is your dead
But
giveaway.
not one of them. I walked past a bunch of them, and not one of them asked me for money in Hawaii.
Well, there you go.
I think they were just enjoying being in the nice climate. I mean, it was beautiful.
Well, it's a nice climate. I mean, that you've got, don't have to worry about, snow and stuff, I guess, right?
Right. Now in San Francisco, guy was walking around with his dick hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was proud of it.
Was that you?
No.
No. No.
So yeah. And in New Orleans, that was the guy that, had the rude jokes and so forth.
Yeah, right. Hey, you and the family, huh?
Yeah, exactly. They were the most aggressive, I'd say, in New Orleans. So.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Why, are you going there sometime soon?
No, I really don't want to go.
Just be prepared. That's all I'm saying. But
I don't want to.
Springfield, Missouri. I think Brad Pitt should pony up and make a homeless shelter or something.
Well, why don't you write him a note? And
he's had a good life, and he's from there. I think his family still lives there. His folks, maybe.
Maybe they're the homeless people.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe he should.
Yeah.
Give a little money. Maybe make a little club or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Could be.
Yeah, so just reconfirms my my suspicions.
Right. Right.
Yeah. And gives you ideas for your future.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah, I have to go that
Yeah,
route
whenever.
someday.
Yeah, if you get old and you retire and you need a little extra cash, you just wheel
Hey,
that
if you take
chair down,
two
wheelchair
or three
down.
hundred bucks in a day,
Yeah,
cash
and then you
cash
get
free,
pay for your hamburgers or whatever you want,
do it
or
every day.
for your chicken at the pizza ranch.
I could make $6,000 a freaking month, man.
Yeah, it's tax free.
Tax free, hell yeah.
Yeah, I was at the reason I was there was at a conference, and I tried. There was a guy that looked just like you, which
All
isn't
right.
saying much. He was
Yeah,
standing not too far from me, had big old belly,
yeah,
had kind of a dumb haircut like you got,
yeah, yeah,
and big nose. And I'm like,
yeah.
I was trying to figure out how can I take a picture of this guy without being really weird,
Yeah.
because he was like right there.
That's when you do the pretend selfie. You're like, oh,
No,
look at
I
me.
couldn't do that because he was right beside me, and I could not move forward. So
Look at I'm at the world's biggest AA meeting. Look at me.
yeah. I'm like, oh man, I wanted so bad to take this picture and send it to you and say, what are you doing here? Or what's your twin? The only thing he didn't have was a Bears shirt on.
Yeah, nice.
Or
Nice.
hat or
Or
whatever.
anything, yeah.
Or his
Yeah.
shirt was actually fitted him, but
Right, right.
But I couldn't, so oh well.
Yeah. You didn't have the heart. Yeah.
No, I was like, I really thought about it, and then I was
I
trying to
thought
figure
about
out
it.
how I could do
Yeah.
this, and I'm like, that's all right. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it. I tried to while I was driving to get the big. There's a big place down there called Uranus, the
Yeah.
Uranus Fudge Factory, and there's all these billboards that say the best fudge comes from Uranus.
Yeah.
I was trying
Yeah.
to get pictures of that while I was driving, but I didn't have any luck to send
Yeah,
that to
you
you.
didn't want to pull in. You're like, better not.
No, I couldn't time it out right, so
Yeah.
I was by myself, so I couldn't. It's hard to take pictures while you're driving.
All by myself.
Yeah. So what's going on with you? Are you looking to score a wheelchair from the Salvation Army or something?
No, I had a run in with the Amish today.
Okay. English.
English.
Yeah. What were you doing? Were you buying stuff from them, or?
Yeah, I was kind of came up north here for kind of a family get together kind of thing, and it was my brother and I and one of my sisters, the sister that loves the rock.
I love that rock.
I love that rock.
And Miles, you could be the Amish rock if you just lifted weights.
The Amish rock. I know I'm way too heavy to be Amish. I know that. You don't see fat Amish people. You do not.
Exactly. They actually
I don't think I've ever
for
seen
a living.
fat Amish. Yeah, they
take
work.
care of things.
And so another sister had mentioned, like, hey, there's this little Amish shop, and you might want to stop. They've got pumpkins and gourds, and
they got that whorehound candy that Miles loves so much.
He loves that candy, that fat bastard.
He loves that whorehound candy.
And it's like out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it was kind of
that's where they own
on the way
land.
to like a thing we were going to, but we were kind of, pretty much off the map at some point. Like, okay, and we pull in, and it's just like a regular look, like a farmhouse and a barn, and there's a buggy out there and stuff, and like the more it's like a dirt driveway, but like the further you pull in, like the more like swampy it starts looking. Like there's like like visible like standing water. Like I'm like, what the hell?
English, we do towing for $50 out of the
marsh. Yeah, I was getting a little worried. I'm like, don't pull in too much, because I
got my Clydesdale ready to pull your fat American ass out of the swamp.
And and so my sister's like, well, go ahead and get out, and they'll know we're here, and then they'll come out here in a minute and ring up whatever we want. I said, okay, well, it makes sense. Okay. I thought maybe it's the honor system,
Yeah.
because you go to sometimes like stuff out in the country, it is the honor system. It's like,
No,
well,
they
just put,
say leave get a bundle of wood and leave $20 or whatever.
yeah, right, yeah, right, and you leave like $1 instead of 20 or something. Yeah,
Right, yeah. No, actually, there's a place down the road from where I live that does that with eggs.
yeah, right. You're right. You know what I'm talking about. Then it's like, okay, yeah. And at first, like this little dog comes out, right? And I don't know what breed it was. It was just a little guy.
Terrier.
Maybe a terrier. I don't know.
Terrier is my very favorite breed.
Terrier. We'll just go with terrier. I don't know what it would be. I'm not. Yes, thank you, Best in Show. Yeah, and so I go, oh, look at that little puppy. Oh, look at that. They're like, that ain't no puppy. It's an old dog. I'm like, nah. Well, I call every dog a puppy. And I go,
I call lots of things a puppy. Let's see if there's any. If there's any young Amish women around here, I'll say, hey, there's nice puppies right there.
And so I get out. I go, I want to pet this dog. Right? Because I still don't see any humans at this point. I'm like, okay.
Okay. You sure that's a good idea?
I don't know. Yeah, it's like, well, we'll see how this turns out. So I get out and I kind of crouch down, to get down to his level, like, okay, well, hopefully he's friendly. And he was friendly.
Rip your pants.
Not overly friendly, but he was friendly. I'm like, oh, okay. And about this time, like, there's like this older lady who lives there who is clearly Amish. And
why? Because she had a beard?
She had a beard. No, yeah, come on. She was homeless. I could tell.
I can tell. The only people out here are tourists, locals, and Amish.
Yeah, it's my new game show. And
tourist, local, or Amish. Yeah.
So she's like beelining towards our car, like.
Don't touch my dog.
Yeah, she's closing the gap fairly quickly, like.
What you don't know is all Amish women are actually on segways because they have those big skirts. You can't tell.
They could be. Yeah, she could have been. Yeah, just floating. So I go, well, okay, I better, be nice and, stand up. So I go to stand up, not realizing that I had not cinched my belt very well. And my pants literally came down like 8 inches. Like I was some gang member or something. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
I'm like, oh my God. Like, this lady almost saw my junk. I'm like, holy cow, man. Jesus Christ.
She's like, we have underwear for sale.
English. Yeah.
We have Amish underwear. It comes down to your knees.
Yes, we have the Mormon underwear. That one's underwear. Yeah,
magic underwear.
Yeah, the magic underwear. I'm like, luckily, I stopped. I was somehow able to stop my pants from heading towards my ankles by some miracle. I'm like, whoa.
Good thing I had a boner from touching your dog.
Right. Oh my God.
What's your dog's name?
Oh, yeah, boner.
Oh my gosh.
And so I I adjusted myself. I cinched up my belt, and I was very embarrassed. I'm like,
I'll sell you some rope.
Yeah, I'm walking very slowly at this point. Like,
oh my gosh, flashing the Amish woman.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, thank God I wasn't commando or something. Like, oh,
yeah, thank God.
I
couldn't imagine you being commando if you weren't exposing yourself.
Right.
I mean, like, well, actually, you probably would have been better off because your nuts sack would have had some drag on your pants and they would have stayed up.
Yeah. No fooling.
So hanging down by your knees.
She kind of turns her course somewhat and heads towards the stand. Like
she goes, whoop.
Woo!
The rapist.
That are apists from the grade schools here. Yeah,
Yeah, look at that.
and
Oh my.
yeah. Oh goodness. Oh my good. And
Oh.
so my sister gets like some tomatoes and stuff like that, which is fine.
She goes,
And
we're all out of plums.
and yeah, a lot of different variety and stuff. And I go, how much is some of this stuff? She starts naming off these fairly low prices. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. I'm like,
Really? Was she
oh,
talking in kroner or something?
yeah, English. It is,
And you're like, with my mind here, I'm doing some calculations. I'll take 5 bushels of apples.
yeah. And I was trying to settle in on what I wanted to get. Like maybe.
What are you talking about? It's the Amish. Just get whatever.
Well, I know, but I could tell everyone was kind of antsy, ready to go because we had other things to do, and here I am, trying to flash the old lady, and then I'm trying to decide, and then she's like, "All right." They had also a big metal wagon full of pumpkins and gourds and stuff. And
yeah, you love a good pumpkin.
Well, I'm like, oh, hey, so I start heading over, which was somewhat close to our car, but I started heading over there, and my sister's like, "Hey, Miles, stop! What? I'm like, "What?" She goes, "You almost walked in that dog shit. That dog just took a shit. You almost walked right in and shit." I'm like, "What?" I look down. I'm literally inches away from a steamy pile of miniature dog shit. Yeah, I'm like, "Oh,
the schnauzer, that terrier shit."
Yeah, it's like a cocktail weenie of shit right there. I'm like,
God.
"Oh, thank God, you saved my life," because
I couldn't see because my pants are dragging.
Yeah, I always have ill-fitting pants, and shirts and stuff. Either too short or too big. I never have clothes that fit. And
well, yeah, if you were in Hawaii, you'd be labeled as homeless.
Yeah, definitely. So I avoided the dog shit, and she rattled.
Did you get a pumpkin?
I got 3 smaller things, and I thought, oh, okay. And lady rings it up. She's like, oh, that's gonna be $12 there. Yeah. I'm like, okay, all right.
$12.
I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I was just, at this point, I was like, let's just go. I just want to go.
I'm already embarrassed.
Yeah, my sister's like, she overcharged you.
Yeah, well, I could wonder why.
I know. I'm like, please, let's just leave before I walk in more dog crap, and just God knows. Yeah,
their Magic Mike.
Yeah, their Magic Mike. Let me see that pistol, boy, and I'll knock $1 off.
That's right. Yeah, they're like, I didn't get the whole show. That's why I'm overcharging you. Although it seemed like it might have been a short one.
Oh, you're teasing me now.
Yeah.
English.
Those holy Bears boxers.
Yeah. No, I wasn't wearing those, thank God. But yeah.
Tidy whities? Were you wearing tidy whities?
No, I haven't worn those in a while. Yeah.
Okay.
I used to. And so yeah, we left. We continued on our journey.
You went to go flash some other people. We're like, let's go to Chinatown. I want to go.
Yeah, I was trying to find another religious denomination, like the Lutherans or something I could moon, or
I want to
something.
This is the new YouTube adventure series. Miles flashes every culture and religion. Look at my ding dong.
This week, Miles flashes Inuits. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I cannot believe that.
It's cold. Woo.
Oh my God, that was
cold out here. I'm flashing my ding dong to the Eskimos.
Yeah, no fooling. Yeah.
Oh my God,
that was super embarrassing.
Yeah, but you bought $12 worth of pumpkins.
Yeah, I know. The price magically went up all of a sudden. Oh.
She didn't like what she didn't like the product.
Yeah, I mean, originally it's like, oh, that's 3, that's 1, that's 4.
It's a nickel. Here's a nickel.
That's a nickel. Next thing I know, that'll be $400.
That'll be $400. Yeah.
I'm like,
she busts out a wheelchair.
Yeah, she runs out of wheelchair. She runs it out. Oh my gosh.